Hello world. Here we go. Where am I? Oh, this whole thing does not need to be explored, eh? Well, we haven't explored up here yet. Maybe that's just the end of the map. Who knows? Alright. Talk to the dude. Or use a tall, robust man, a few white scars across his face, dark hair is gathering back in a small ponytail, and the sleeves on his expensive doublet do a little to hide the muscles beneath. Although irritated by the argument, a wide smile lights up his face as he recognizes you. Whom do I see? McDread, my friend. Welcome to Varnhold. I'm Mager Varn. I run the town here. I hope you had no troubles on the roads. I just couldn't help paying a visit, especially after your invitation. Look at this from another perspective, my friend. This is a chance to survey your eastern borders and make sure you've got no one but allies here. It's better to see for yourself than to rely on my words alone, am I right? Indeed. Taking the reins of government into your own hands? Trying to, at least. I have to admit, conquering these lands was far easier than keeping the greedy little merchants in check. Nice. I see life in Varnhold is in full swing. Much remains to be done. What you see now is just the beginning of Varnhold has a shining future. Just you wait. By next year, we will be building a track to your capital and establish river trade with Restov. Right now, Dunsford is not particularly welcoming, but I aim to change that as soon as we get a foothold here. We'll begin clearing the lands of creatures, monsters, and spriggans alike. The people must feel safe. Planning future conquests, are you? We've got enough on our hands at the moment, although in the future, who knows, who knows. Mager studies you for a moment in silence and bursts into laughter. Just don't think I'll start off by marching my guard over to your over the mountains to your doorstep. There's plenty of land east for my people to patrol without trespassing on my allies. You sure about that? Watch yourself, because I'll be watching you. Peace, peace. Alright, let me ask you directly. Who else are you allied with? Cutting to the chase, eh? Very well. We have more in common than you'd think. Here's the truth. I don't trust those who sit in the north. They send fellows like us out to do all their dirty work. You and I share this frontier, McTrin, and I'd rather bet on our mutual interest as neighbors than the distant sword lords and their like. You have my respects, but I have to leave. Wait, that's it? We didn't get any quest or anything? Guess we got the quest with the letter, but can rob some of his people. Secret? No secret.
I'll go ahead.
Good day to you, sir. Is this his building? Oh, here we go. Who's this Cephaloruntus? Is all he has to say. Above the entrance hangs a plaque. Horse with a fishtail. It doesn't look like a horse with a fishtail. We've already been down here, I think. Stole all their stuff. Oh, not all of it. Wait. Did we do all of them at the same time? No? Weird.
The path is clear.
Barbarians! Only killed villains. Oh, no, runner. Let's see you again. How are you doing today? There's new Twitch Prime games. Thanks for looking out. I feel like I was in and checking that. I probably wasn't. Two-handed scythe. No, that's not... No, someone is mastering scythes. But that's not... Frost scythe +2, that's pretty neat. Pretty good weapon upgrade. Thanks for looking out.
Let us be careful.
Did you see the Godot news, by the way? Seems like a lot of people had the same complaints you did. And that they are aiming to have a stable... What do they call it? A maintenance version? No CRPGs, but there's a card shop simulator. Card shop simulator. Sounds like it could be neat.
Let us bide our time.
Oh, we can run over here. I don't think I've been playing like in forever or maybe even ever a shop simulator of any kind. Something that I maybe want to be trying out. I feel like the last long time ago I did play the what's it called? Football Simulator? No, Football Manager. Long time ago. I don't understand this, I didn't know, but I noticed my Godot got updated. I mean, hopefully. I mean, you already found a good engine for what you were doing, but maybe they'll take these complaints into account.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Oh, yes, I think resting looks like a good idea. There no resting in Varnhold? Oh, yeah, there was nothing in Varnhold. So I guess we just camp out here. Yeah, hopefully it'll be more usable.
I've heard the locals talking about some water rules.
Bullet.
You're talking about river freedoms, Amiri. It's the unified set of unwritten laws that the people of the stolen lands live by. I've heard the locals talking about them too.
Cardboard Kings. There's the custom bullet. Maybe I wanted to look at that as well. Open your own card shop by the seaside, buy, trade, and sell cards, or keep them for your own collection. Yeah, it's one of these. Maybe this will be fun, maybe not though. Looks a little bit similar to these games. Yeah, I gotta try Withhold Judgment. Yeah, I was like, I don't know about Cookie Clicker, right? Maybe not. Cookie Clicker shows up. Maybe, maybe. Since it's free, it's for me, though, so, Steam still has that same bug. Oh shit, I have a terrible memory. I remember us talking about... No? Wait, what bug? Oh, the one, you mean beta? No. This custom bullet. Endless customization and accelerating robot action. Speed, power, size, all your own. This shooting? Looks like it was shooting, yeah. Bullet. Oh, right. Oh shit, random encounter? I don't want to see that. Go to a store page and then another store page and the URL bar shows the link to the previous game. Weird. That is weird. Just as we turn toward the Warrenhold, we run into a patrol again. Oh, right. We return to our lands. Yeah, so we can't go up there. That's for him, not for us. Yeah, this resource belongs to a region outside of your territories. Indeed it does. Alright. Outside of our borders, we've checked all of this, right? There's... Could go check the ancient mine. I think this is too high level for us, though. Yeah, there was a fight at Lake Silverstep that we could not beat. Guess we could check the Grove. We're coming back here later. We can check both of those later. Can't go over there. Oh, we have to go all the way over to this bridge to get to the south here as well. I don't think I want to do that. Man, so many places we could check out. I don't even know. Noto says that there's a few dudes posting the same review to every game on Steam. Same review to every single game. Bot! The internet is dead, No Donner. The internet is dead. There's not dudes posting that reviews. It's a bot posting the exact same review on every single game. Everyone says, before I played Custom Bullet, I had a small PP, no friends, no girlfriend, depression and no life, but these things haven't changed, but the game is pretty good. Posted this in 5,000 games. Yeah, like I said, that's a bot. The internet is dead, didn't you know? And, I mean, it was pretty funny, but it wasn't that funny. What is the goal here? Yeah, what is the goal here, really? We have... all these quests are done, all these quests are done. The coins, I have no idea how to deal with. We don't have any companion quests. We just need to build the kingdom. Oh, we got errands, the scary box. Right, yeah, we couldn't deal that. That's the quest that was too high level. The Lonely Hunter is the same. Since we do have kingdom errands to do... guess that's what we do. But this is not inside our kingdom, eh? I think that's the closest path. I know there was a fight in the river, but I think we're too low level still. Still too low level. Oh, fight! I think the XP here is going to be horrible. Bunch of wolves. Alright, Harim, you go over here. Amiri can go over here, that's fine.
Consider me provoked.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think there are any wolves behind us. Maybe there are, maybe there aren't. Gonna start by fascinating, I think. Wonder if Octavia needs the buff here. I think we can wait a couple of seconds before deciding what to do with Tristan, or maybe just do an Arkansas. Octavia can just attack, Amiri can attack. You know what? You can rage Amiri, it's fine. You can actually start Inspire Courage.
Your life ebbs low.
Then Amiri can switch to proper cleaving weapons here. Tristan can do a prayer. Oh wow, we fascinated a bunch of them. Fine though. Right, and then Lindsay can do what? You can just keep on fascinating. Yeah, look at that. A bunch of fails. 2 successes. Well, the direwolf failed, so you don't want to attack the direwolf anymore.
A solid plan.
Oh, shit, that's... No, you're fine. Attack this one. A rim here attacks this one instead.
Waste.
Tristan does the prayer thing. Baby attacks here. Lindsay attacks here. That all looks fine. Another one says I was trying to use my laptop a little, but there's something wrong with it. The internet is cutting out. That doesn't sound great at all. You're still fascinated, right? Yep. Oh, all of you are fascinated. This one is low on health, though. But I think that's fine. And all of you... Oh, this one is not fascinated. Neither is this. Shit, I think we're fine.
Tear them apart!
Yeah, that was a piece of cake. Cake. Fascinating. It's fucking great. Maybe it's just using the wrong Wi-Fi or something. I'll check it later. Hopefully it's all gonna just work out.
I need to catch my breath.
You'll have to wait until we're in Tuskdale. Yes. Station. The wrong Wi-Fi. Do you have multiple Wi-Fis? I only have the one. And I hardly ever use it. Well, not on my PC at least. Oh wow, I didn't mean to go here, but 4 of them? Oh wow.
The path is clear.
What's the point in having 4 Wi-Fis? Look to the arse. Nope. We just have Arsenal, we haven't talked to Jod in a while. I don't think we have to, but let's just double check.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
What role might you play in a government?
Your Grace, if there's one thing I know, it is matters of faith, whether it is my own god or some other deity. If you appoint me as High Priest, I'd be able to do much good. On the other hand, politics or questions of trade, I know little.
You know little of such things. Do want to spend some time doing some improvements here. Someone is free. Another one says a 2.4 gigahertz access point, a 5 gigahertz access point, a 2.4 repeater bridge, and a 5 gigahertz repeater bridge. Provides better connectivity inside the RV. I don't know what a repeater bridge is. And I have heard about the two 5 and 2.4. My mind kind of assumed that 5 is always better than 2.4. It bridges and repeats. Oh, I love that. It bridges and repeats. But it's all there in the name, isn't it? Super helpful. It extends the range, basically. Oh, I see. Takes in, so yeah, it's just another access point, pretty much. You got 2 access points, and then you have the repeater bridge, which is an extra access points that spreads it even further. I see. I've had those before. Yeah, it's like a link in a chain. Yeah. Yeah, I've used, not for myself, but when my parents has. As those. That doesn't look like a golden chalice to me. Did want to keep the hunter's letter for a little way. On Neo doesn't make sense. Wait, is that where are all our potions and stuff? Oh, yeah, I was wondering, what the fuck, where did all our stuff go? Here it is. We don't need this. Mage armor is fine, invisibility is fine. Placement. Seems pretty pointless. Not says that the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi goes further, but the 5 gigahertz goes faster, so it's good to have the option. Oh, nice. Also, not all devices support 5 gigahertz. There you go. Good to know. Seems like a pretty big RV to have all of that set up. I suppose the 2 gigahertz is if you want to sit outdoors, if you want to, yeah, just be outdoors in the lovely weather or whatever. Here and all these spells. None of those spells. Drop them off. We're gonna keep Scroll of Bless, Scroll of Acid Arrow. Wait, did we try and learn these as well? I don't think I did. The Class A motorhome. Assuming Class A means big. Something like that. Ah, image search. Let's do it. Class A motorhome. Did I misspell that? No, I did not. Pretty big. It's a fucking bus, is what it is. And it is pretty big, but at the same time, I still feel like, well, if you put a Wi-Fi thing in the middle, my guess is it would last this entire place. Actually, Class A does not mean big, it's just a type of motorhome. Generally, they're big, though. Yeah, it's a bus. Does it drive? Do you drive it? Like, have you considered just driving it around and take vacations on the road? I mean, I'm guessing that my home is bigger than your home, and I still only have the one router. Last drove in 2020, I think. That was some time ago.
Let's head out.
Get some money. All right. Check this out. Serious cult failure. Negative community, negative divine. Fuck you, Octavia, for sucking. Success on a true masterpiece. That's neat. +5 economy. Oof. Alright, we have here faith and loyalty. Opportunity, faith and loyalty. Subject to Baroness pledge their undying loyalty and support. This opportunity should be seized. Wait, I can just... Well, we'll see. Devastating raids. This is a problem. Should be attended before... Alright. Mary is busy and can't deal with that, eh? 3 more days? Mary can deal with that in a second. Good agreement with P-Tax? I don't think so. We also don't have enough funds for that. How much do we have? 155 build points. Finding Ivar. Oh, interesting. 30 BP. What do we have? Supporting the regent, we can rank up community or we can rank up economy. I think I want to rank up economy. That's what we want to do. Jubilo's just going to do that. I think that means we can send Octavia to do this. 50% chance. 25 days. I don't think we send Octavia to do that. Maybe we send Octavia to do this. 45%. Octavia is trash. Another one says, for me the calculation on if I'm using 2.405 depends on not distance, but if I'm doing LAN file transfers. Because the internet isn't fast enough for it to matter, but LAN connection certainly can. Otherwise, it's better to have the freedom of a better signal strength and wider range. Yeah, freedom is good, wider range, but I feel like... Why don't you always use 5 then? Because then we're back. If distance doesn't matter, and distance was the difference, and 5 is higher speed, wouldn't you always use 5? Yeah, right. Good point that the internet is not fast enough. I would use 2.4 on my phone, for example. Interesting. Oh, that is range. Yeah. Because you're using it more outside, so the calculation is based on distance, range. Because you're using it more outside, you can bring it with you on a further distance. I got confused. I'm not going to do file transfers, but you're going to go distance. So both of the metrics matter, right? I still haven't set up ADB to do on my Wi-Fi. I am gonna do file transfers on my phone sooner or later. How long was this? 14 days? 45 chance. Alright. What projects do we have? Can we send our regent? No, that's just an economy. That's another support. Can we set you on this? 30 days. But it's a guaranteed fix. And we have a road to Oleg's trading post. Maybe that, but we wanted to do a not trade agreement with PTAX, but there was another road, right? $1,500, oof! Alright, no, you get to do this. 80 BP, and we get plus economy, plus relations. That seems like something that we do want to have. We already have a bunch of... Oh wow, we have terrible community. We have terrible community. How the fuck did that happen? Another one says, yeah, like doing an ADB install on an APK wirelessly takes longer if you're on 2.4 gigahertz. Yeah. I use some of my Android devices for Steam in-home streaming, so I need 5 gigahertz. Ah. And so many devices as well. That's fine. And we're gonna do this. Start the project. So much economy. Oh, fuck. There was something I needed to deal with, but I didn't. Sign from above. The locals could use a reminder of the greatness. High priest, hold a solemn ritual. I failed this? It didn't even show up, did it? Success. Research. Oh, we did that success as well. Bald hilltop. Alright, to the throne room. Do it. Thunderous is unpleasant, but alas, expected news. Someone with access to the treasury seemed to have appropriated a large sum from it. Circles of suspect is not particularly wide. I believe we will soon discover who was responsible. Fucking thieves? I think I might know something about this. Sad. Not shocking. Most shocking event. We can discuss it one-on-one, maybe? I'll wait for you at the inner cat. I'll wait for you at the inn after council. Left, alright. Loading screens. Shandar silently raises an eyebrow, but she refrains from commenting. Yeah, we're gonna go and talk to her in a second. I just need to check this out. Did discuss that. We've got Fey Magic is a problem that needs to be solved. We need community, right? Oh. He can solve that. So we have a mysterious cult. Oh, she's stuck on this, isn't she? How much time do you need? 16 more days. Definitely need community. Maybe even building a house. What we do. Everyone says, yeah, I have a Fire HD 8, Fire HD 10, Pine Phone, and Burnick RG, that is iPhone 6, iPhone SE, NixOS workstation, NixOS laptop, Kindle Touch, and a Nintendo Switch. Bunch of devices. I have a couple of devices, but I pretty much only use the computer for most everything. I have a phone as well that I use for some things. Build a temple, trade agreement, that was, yeah, a lot of... Research more curses, 45 days. More divine and arcane. Plus 2 BP per week. 15 days. Right, definitely. Start the project. That's the rest of my BP. Oof. You can send a Mirion finding Ivar. Oh, we don't have 30 BP, so we have to wait a week anyways. And both of these are problems that needs to be solved. Could send Harim to doing one of them. 18 days. Got devastating raids, 25 days. Play magic, 14 days. Alright. How about you? Success chance, 65. 75. Oh, shit. Oh, Amiri can do stuff. Is Octavia busy? Yeah, Octavia is busy. You're 75, and you couldn't even do this at all, could you? No. Yeah, you can deal with that thing. This chance... I mean, I feel like when you have a problem like this, it just needs to be solved, doesn't it? We're getting a bunch of loyalty, but... Shit. Definitely want to deal with this. Still have... No? I wonder why there's no X here when Amiri is busy. I thought the X's means that everybody is busy. Jank. I don't know. Notice is nothing particularly fancy, but I use all of them right now. Here you go. Maybe I'll replace several of them with the Steam Deck. Maybe, yeah. Because I could replace the Switch, and Burnick, and maybe even the laptop. No, right? But maybe. Yeah, I was thinking replacing it with a laptop, and I was not really... Yeah, I was not happy with the Steam Deck as a replacement for a laptop. Depending on what your use case is on the laptop, of course, but for me, with the Switch, for sure. Since I don't know what that is, I need to double check. Right, yeah. You could probably replace a... Oh... The Switch is a couple of sizes bigger, so a complete replacement? Maybe? Maybe. This one seems a bit tinier. Actually, while we're in here, we can go and take a nap. And then we'll go talk to Lindsay about our thieves. Thieves! In the tavern. Loading screens to loading screens. You have anything to say, Alina? Probably not. I should go. Lindsay, tell me about this quest line. Notices I've been getting outside more, doing things. It's been nice. Glad to hear it. I've been getting outside, doing a bunch of things the last couple of weeks as well. Been fine. Moving. Doing this and that. Glad to hear it's been nice. Do you want to talk about any of the things? Another one says that I'm feeling more normal. Man. Seems like you had some medication changes pretty recently, right? Seems like they're helping. More normal in the motivation department. Maybe even getting some help from the cock and ball torture. Good job. Well, about the embezzlement, I mean, calm down, Lindsay. Everything is fine. What is it you want to tell me? Haven't been able to do much CBT. Oh, that's too bad. But medication is helping. It's helping. Yeah. Scheduling issues and stuff. Well, I thought the whole point of CBT was to integrate it into your daily habits, right? You go meet the therapist, you learn about it, and then you try to integrate in cognitive behavioral therapy. Then you use what you've learned to change your thought patterns and your behavioral patterns. And I mean, you have been changing your behavioral patterns. I don't know about your cognitive patterns, but that's what you've been saying, right? Getting outside, doing things. Oh, it's been nice. Might be a cognitive pattern as well. Lindsay takes a deep breath. Well, it was me, but I can explain. You see, I've always dreamed of owning my own printing house, so I could print whatever books I want, and then I found out there was a printing press being sold for cheap in Brevoy, and, well, I just couldn't resist. Alright, you can open your publishing house, but no more surprises. Thank you, you have my word, it won't happen again. Do I? Another one says I didn't do any CBT. Well, there you have it. The only thing I've done is what I told you about so far. Oh. No change. But you did have a medication switch, right? Not my memory is not off on that. Usually those take a little while to take hold, don't they? Pretty exciting though. You've been growing stuff. I've been growing stuff as well. It's been fine. I'm doing bucket potatoes. Looking forward to that. Another one says I think medication can take months to have an effect. Yeah. That's my memory, yeah. But yes, I would assume it is medication that is helping me. Maybe springtime as well. I'm assuming you have springtime as well, since you're growing stuff. I've been thinking more and more about that. About seasonal dips and whatnot. Because I've been feeling the same, more energetic, more positive and whatnot. And I want to say that the meditation is helping me stuff. But maybe springtime is helping as well. Another one says I want to add more stuff to grow. Peppers. Yes, me too. Peppers. That's what that's where my mind went as well. Oh man, I want to grow peppers. Like the strong stuff. Or try out a couple of different things, maybe even. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I think I went a little bit overboard the last couple of... Like the last 3 weeks or whatever, I've gone a little bit overboard and I feel super excited, a little bit burnt out, so I need to take a few weeks of not stressing too much, and then maybe I'll start thinking about adding peppers. Maybe some tomatoes as well. Lindsay says, there is another problem though. The press should have been delivered by now, but it hasn't shown up. I'm afraid with our roads and the seeming menagerie that roams from them, it might end up vanishing into thin air. We'll go check on it and see if anything happened. It was supposed to be coming across the old road through the gnarl marshes, indeed. Inspiration for today is the sewage system. Still going on. And then that an unhappy cat. Looks like an unhappy cat, yeah. I don't see how that... how can we make that inspirational? Imagine the sewage system. What a fantastic endeavor that has been of society. Sewage system is such a great invention. Saved so many lives. And we don't even think about it anymore. You should be grateful about living in the society you live in nowadays. So it's inspirational to be grateful towards this sewage system? I don't even know. Another one says, would you like to help me pick peppers to buy? Oh man, I don't know how I could help you with that, but I wouldn't mind being part of the reasoning thing, because that would help me as well. Because I don't fucking know, like... What do I know? What do I know in peppers? I mean, I know jalapenos, I like those. And I've been trying out habaneros more recently, and I did really like the habaneros. I want to try the ghost peppers, just tasting sauces with them, but I don't even know what that is. Try and find out what Ishito pepper is. Oh, shit. Never heard of it before. Green pepper? Seems like it's not super spicy if someone does this with it, eh? Pepperscale.com. Guide heat flavor uses. Oh, wow. Pepperscale.com seems like a great place to find out where you want to do this stuff. Colgatino on tap says, I was thinking it's the other way around. We still have a sewage system. Is that the best we can do, or can we upgrade? Well, that would still just be an upgraded sewage system, Colgatino on tap, right? And it has been upgraded. Or... I suppose that could be inspirational as well. Right, unlike some Asian countries, Japan isn't known for its spicy cuisine. In fact, for all its unique flavor, Japanese food has very little heat at all. And that's sort of the story of the shishito pepper, except when it isn't. Shishitos are bright, flavorful sweet chilies, with typically a mild spiciness, 50 to 200 Scoville heat units. Oh man. Oh yeah, I'm definitely into just checking through a few of these things. I don't know what this means yet, so I'm gonna look up habaneros after this. But like the padron pepper, from which it may likely take its roots. There's a fiery punch every so often where shishito breaks the norm and turns up the dial. It makes them a ton of fun to eat. They have grown immensely popular as a quick-to-cook appetizer or side. So this one is more for taste and less for spice. So what about... yeah, I don't have a lot of... right? You have to eat a bunch of different peppers to kind of... if you want to be a pepper connoisseur, you need to eat a bunch of different ones and try them out, right? Just like I've been learning more and more about whiskey by trying out different types of whiskey, and I'm finding out what I like and what I don't like from just doing a bunch of that stuff. I feel like just reading about it doesn't really help about the taste here, but just from the popularity of the thing, maybe. Right. I think I probably need JavaScript to do some searching. I am curious about habanero. How you pronounce it? Oh shit, that did not... Ah, here we go. Pepper guide, heat flavor uses. Oh wow, that's a big difference on the Skull Wheel heat units. The other one was like 200 or something. So it's not very spicy, but maybe very tasty. So it's maybe more like paprika or something like that, Node Runner. Something that you just put less as a spice and more as an ingredient, if that makes sense. Right, at one point the habanero held the crown as the world's hottest chili pepper. Oh. But don't let the fact that certain chilies have passed it by fool you into underestimating it. It's a seriously hot pepper, and unlike many of the hotter chilies, there's quite a bit of flavor to go along with the extra hot kick. Yeah, that's what I really like, the flavor of habanero. Is that how it's pronounced? Nonsense looks like I have a choice between shishito peppers, hot banana peppers, sweet banana peppers, and bell peppers, and jalapeno. Wow. The only one I've tried is jalapenos. I would probably... The way I'm thinking about this stuff, Node Runner, if we're thinking about the connoisseur thing, I would look for... If you're a beginner, find out which one is the easiest to grow. Right? What is that? We care about heat. We're caring about how easy it is to grow. Because you want to start out with something easy, right? If you get started. Because you might fail and whatnot. You might also want to take a couple of them. Because some of them might work very well in your environment. And some of them might not thrive in your environment. So having a couple of different spices might be a good idea as well. And I would also go for something that I hadn't eaten before as an addition to expand the connoisseurness. Maybe? Fulgitino Tab says, not necessarily. For example, people used to have faxes, but they were not replaced by better faxes, but by entirely different devices. True. So, how do you reckon? I think I don't think that comparison is very fair, Colgate on tap, because the sewage system is about moving poop around. And you can digitize text because text is not dependent on the paper, right? So you could say that the fax nowadays is similar to an email, right? It's an evolution of that, but how would you evolve the sewage system? I suppose you could build local treatment plants that deals with all the poop locally, and that would not be considered a sewage system. But I think that would be considered a local sewage system as well. Like a distributed system where everybody has their own cleaning station. I don't even know. That would be cool though. Stable. Another one says that I actually don't care much about heat. Need a pepper I can eat when I don't want acid reflux. I mean, shishito pepper seemed like a good idea. I would be interested in which plant is easy to grow and produces the most. Exactly. I mean, bell peppers. Those are paprikas, right? Bell peppers is paprika. Bell pepper. I would imagine these are super easy to grow. Yeah, exactly. Are they not paprikas? Are they not the same? Oh! I thought... Yeah, I thought bell pepper and paprika were synonyms. It seems like no. But these fuckers become big, right? These fuckers are big, chunky, and they are very common in grocery stores, right? Paprika is a spice? Well, there you go. I was... In Swedish, the Swedish word for bell pepper is paprika, which is why I thought, like when I see these, I see these 3 different types of paprika. Where my mind goes. I thought paprika was the same, but wrong. I kind of think they're pretty boring, though. Yeah, but that's just a matter of taste, right? I think all 3 of them are pretty boring taste-wise. I would not grow these. Maybe you do get a bunch of yield on the shishito. Hey, it is the spice. Dried and ground out red peppers. Traditionally made from capsicum annuum. Look at that. Probably pretty common. I feel like this place... oh yeah, look at that, growing. I don't care about this. If you have a green thumb, you can grow habaneros with relative ease. They work in a regular garden, or if you're into a small space, they produce very well on containers. I'm thinking that one reason why when I'm thinking about growing peppers, I'm thinking about growing spice. So I would try habaneros, but they said relative ease. So I would probably start with something else. The relative ease doesn't sound like easy. Colgatuna Tap says maybe instead of moving poop around, it can be dealt with in a different way. Yeah, locally, at home. Yeah. Maybe in the future, everyone becomes AI and there is no more poop. I mean, you still have to flush memory, I suppose, but... I don't know. Fun fact, paprika is Finnish for bell pepper. That doesn't surprise me, Colgatuna Tap. Another false friend. Indeed, yet another false friend. I was interested in... what was it? Not banana... Wait, Hungarian wax paper? 8 delicious banana pepper uses. Maybe not one of those. Oh, sweet banana peppers. Actually, let's do just banana peppers. Here we go, banana pepper guide. So there are different types. This is just a school of peppers, maybe? Comes as no surprise how the banana pepper gets its name. Its long curved shape, yellowish hue, resembles the fruits for which it is named. They are mild 0 to 500 Scoville units with a tasty natural tang and sweetness to them. Perfect for a pickling or served raw on salads and sandwiches. While its shape and color help make banana peppers easy to recognize more than other chilies, there's actually a lot of culinary confusions around them. Both pepperoncini and the much hotter Hungarian wax pepper. Oh, I see. That's the hotter one. They're similar looks, and there's more mistaken identity than you may expect. These are not a tricky chili to grow, and with their many use cases, you'll find that you don't have many left over at the end of the season. You do just get to pickling. Go. Colgitino Tab says, it says on the bell pepper English page that it is also known as paprika. That's what I thought, yeah. I've heard people talk about paprika before, I thought so. Oh yeah, on the bell pepper, also known as paprika, sweet pepper, pepper or capsicum? Capsicum, I've never seen that before. Norton says, I never called it that. I probably wouldn't, not in English anymore. Because it's a source for confusion, right? Reserve that for the spice. I would do the same. I would probably do the same. Yeah, doom. Oh, but the spice is made out of bell peppers. Red bell peppers specifically, right? That's the spice made of this, so I can see where the confusion starts because, well, yeah. Traditionally made from doom. I'm not even sure if I ever used this spice for anything. Well, Gitinotab says I've never heard of that spice before. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had this spice before. Just the actual bell peppers. No clue what it's called in Finnish. Oh, there is a... If we press here, we go to... Swedish. What do you call that? Oh, paprika pulver. Yeah. Paprika powder. Just paprika powder is what we call it in Swedish. It's rare enough to just be named powder. Put it in my chili sometimes. I stopped because I didn't notice much of a difference. Colgitino tab says probably paprika uhe. Paprika uhe in Finnish then. And I think I've heard of it. Yeah, I think I've heard of it as well, maybe. Jalapenos is looking like a good option to me. One of the small number of options I have. Why is there a small option? By the way, Node Runner? I feel like there are so many different peppers. I've never tried just raw jalapenos. I've only tried pickled jalapenos, so I don't know if... Do we do... Nope. That's not it. That's it, yeah. Jalapeno. Oh, yeah. Fresh, how do they compare? I wanted to see, like, did we find a specific... Did we not have a jalapeno guide? That one is interesting to me. I do like the test. Fuck. There we go. Oh, right. I mean, they had a guide for all the other ones. I guess there are so many... Such a popular one that it shows up all over the place. We just add the word... grow. Important tips for growing. Never know. Edwin says I'm ordering a whole plant, not growing from seeds. I see. There you go. I'm ordering from Amazon and I need it to support my payment options, which not all sellers do. Ah, I see, I see. Whole plant. That's pretty neat, yeah. They're not too expensive. Maybe a couple of different ones. Fulgitino says your finished E was really spot on. Unfortunately, the word did not have E. Nice. Alright, first, the main health benefit of jalapeno. Wait, what? One of the main health benefits of jalapenos is their high antioxidant content. I didn't know that. Processing costs you to lose most of that stuff. Canned have a lower content compared to fresh. Another key difference, fresh jalapenos have very little sodium. In comparison, canned jalapenos, pickled jalapenos can have high sodium levels. I was worth thinking about. Alright, canned and fresh jalapenos are the same pepper, so they can be substituted. They do not make because of the flavor, yeah. Flavor and texture are made to be too great. I mean, texture is kind of to be assumed. Jalapenos are hands down the most popular hot pepper around, but mostly don't know that it comes in different shades. That's right. Green and red, what's the difference? Is it spicier? Do they taste different? The big difference are simply age. Oh, they're the same pepper, just green are picked early and in the ripening process, and then it becomes red after a time. Huh. During the ripening, jalapenos, like other chilies, turn red. The process takes time, so many jalapenos end up multi-hued, various shade of green and red during aging process. At the same pepper plant may have some green, some red, and some various hues. So what do you want? What's the difference between when do you want to pick them when you grow them yourself? Typically, the red is spicier than the green. The additional ripening on the vine means more capsaicin in the pepper itself. Oh, so the longer you leave them, but usually when they pickle them, they're green. Oh, so it kind of... I think it ends up what you start doing when you grow them yourself is you start out by testing a couple of green ones and see if you like the taste. And then you can learn by experience and just harvest them at the perfect spot when you are happy with them, right? So you can get the spiciness and the tastiness. Oh, that's pretty neat with growing peppers that you can just try it out. No one says that red is better. Clearly. Maybe. Maybe. They might taste very different, right? I mean, higher spiciness might be what you're looking for, but... Right. Important tips for growing jalapenos. Hello, hot gardening. Hot pepper is a wonderful variety. Nodon says, but practically, you'd be picking and using them as you need them. I suppose. I would maybe consider just making spice, right? Wait until they start being red and start shriveling up, and then pick them when they fall off by themselves. Just put them in the dryer and then grind them down and make spice from it. Maybe. But you can try different things out, right? I would do that. I would experiment because that sounds fun to me. Colgate didn't tap. I looked it up. Paprika spice is called paprika jahue or paprika in Finnish. There you go. Same as in Swedish then. Uses, eat. How to grow. Here we go. Growing jalapenos will provide leafy, attractive plant full of red and green peppers. That's also cool, right? When you grow it, how it looks. Interesting addition to any garden area. Will thrive if you provide them with a few conditions. They dislike the cold. Outdoor temperatures between 65 and 75 to 85 during the day. Oh wow, isn't that pretty... That seems pretty narrow in temperature ranges, right? Oh, wait until the outdoor temperatures stay between 65. So, right. If you grow them outdoors, you want to make sure that you don't fall below 65 at night. Or fall below 75 to 85 during the day. If it's hotter, that's just fine, probably. I would grow them indoors myself. That would be my goal. I would put them in the window. I have a facing window that has sunlight on it all day. Plant them in an area that gets sunlight most of the day. Perfect. Cold draining potting mix. Oh, I need to set by that stuff. Base plants this far apart, keep the soil moist and not wet. Jalapenos can tolerate some drought, but when to pick? I mean, that seemed like pick either when they're green or when they turn red. I like that. Didn't say anything about comparisons with other plants. I would imagine one reason it has become so popular is probably ease of growing, maybe? I don't even know. Nodron says that's the temperature here right now. Oh, that's perfect. So yeah. Seems like a good choice. I don't even remember. That is interesting. Maybe I would go for... Oh, here we go. A to Zing. Why did I not open that? Growing the most popular chili around. Medium heat, grassy, bright flavor. Jalapenos are supply with plenty of delicious heat all season long. These chilies perform well not only in gardens, but also in containers. To roll up your sleeves and get to planting. They don't mention if it's easy or 16 hours of sunlight each day. Rich in nutrients, adding compost to the soil can improve drainage and aeration. Leaf diseases if there's insufficient room around for our air to circulate. Also, having it in the window might be a little bit problematic. Lots of water. You should keep the soil very moist at all times. Harvest approximately 4 months after planting. I wonder, do you... Since you don't grow from seeds, I wonder if you keep the seeds and start rotating, or do you buy new every season, or no? Fulgitino Tab says, I looked it up, 57 is the highest it's gotten in Sahara. Yeah, we weren't using the... we're using that old terrible measurement. Well, the American measurements, they are a little bit different Fulgitino Tab than the rest of the world. Nodorn says produces up to a 3-inch fruit size. Plant in full sun for the best yields. Fruit starts to mature 72 days after planting. Extended blooming period, spring to summer. Instructions, regular watering. You use the seeds from the plant itself. Yeah, like, that's something that's fun, right? You take a few seeds and you keep them, and you just keep yourself supplied with seeds and stuff like that. Fulgitino Tab says, oh, it is in weird units. Exactly, in weird units. Where and when. Temperature is one of the most important factors in jalapeno cultivation. The plants will not thrive at temperatures below 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and they will die if the temperature falls to 32 degrees. Experts recommend waiting at least 2 weeks after the last frost to transplant seedlings, as even a light frost can kill them. Below 90, above 65. Temperatures that are consistently above 90 would not kill the plants, but may cause them to stop producing fruit. Right. Wait, don't I have a thing for this? Foreign... I misspell it. There we go. Fahrenheit, Celsius. 90. JavaScript for that. Not 140. 90. Above 32. And below 60 was too low. Below... Oh, well, that's pretty fine. I mean... You can grow them indoors just easily then, right? I don't even have to move them in outdoors. Just need to make sure that we don't get too hot in the middle of summer. I mean, yeah, just keep it moist all the time. That's an easy guide to follow, right? Just check it every day, make sure it's moist. They may require support. Like many peppers, they have shallow roots and narrow branches. Oh, when the branches are loaded with fruit, it may be necessary to use stakes or cages to keep the plants upright. That's good to know. You can just put down some stakes. Good to know. It says full sun. Is the window full sun? I mean, it's full enough. I would assume that it's full enough. I mean, my grandfather has been growing peppers, and I've been noticing he doesn't grow any super spicy stuff, but he doesn't put them outdoors. He has them indoors in the windows. But I guess you can get 2 plants and try and put one outside and one inside, and maybe. Yeah, what I've been considering doing is getting my hands on just good-looking light, yeah, and grow it indoors, because I don't want to be dependent on season. I really don't like seasonal gardening. I would get... Sure, now we're reaching summer or whatever, I could get my hands on a plant right now to get going, but then I would take the seeds immediately and try and plant them and have some lights and see if I could get that going. Just have that as a rotation. Fulgitino Tab says, I tried Path of Exile. Is that it? Did you have a good time? I did not have a good time the first couple of times I played Path of Exile. It took me a while to start liking it. But maybe the window is not full sun. Volgatino Tab says, I had time. Well, there you have it. You had time. That's something at least. Would have been worse if you didn't. Alright, let's go find your press. It's already been paid for after all. We did get a quest here. I don't think I need to talk to anyone here. I don't think I need to do anything in the throne room. I'm gonna double check anyways. I mean, they said... You know what? Wait, pepper list. Is this... A hot pepper list. Know your spice. Just like grapes grown for wine, hot peppers are incredibly complex. We're here to guide you through the wide world of spiciness and flavor. It all starts with the Scoville scale, by which chili pepper heat is measured. Our hot pepper list covers 150 chilies, bringing that famous pepper scale to life. It's more than a simple list of chili peppers. Discover their heat, unique flavors, origins, species, alright, a bunch of stuff. The chili most have tried jalapeno. Oh, bell peppers. Minimum Scoville, maximum Scoville. Assuming the SHU is the Scoville pepper scale. Pretty interesting. Holy shit, there are so many peppers. So many peppers. I think it feels pretty good being restricted by something else, right? If you just had to pick by all of these. The jalapeno, medium. Purple jalapeno? Bright and grassy is what they call that. Yeah, Scoville heat units. SHU, there you go. What's the hottest? Pepper X or something, I think it's called. We're gonna get there. I'm just scrolling a little bit here. We got Chipotle. Chipotle. Fresno. Toronto. Recognize that. Yeah, I would probably want to grow something a little bit spicier now that I've gotten the taste for it. Oh, here's Tabasco pepper. Sweet, smoky, fruity. Cayenne pepper. Oh, wow. I didn't know that was that spicy. Super chili pepper. Satan's Kiss. Oh, that sounds exciting, the name. You know, I'm a sucker for a good name. Satan's Kiss pepper. Sounds metal. And it has neutral taste. Sounds boring. Neutral taste sounds boring, though. Maybe not. I don't even know what neutral means. We're at extra hot. Right, there's a balance, right? Because when you get to the extra spicy stuff, you can only use it as spice here, right? Oh, peri peri. I thought it was called piri piri. Maybe it's a different thing. We got devil's tongue as well. Sweet, fruity, and citrusy. That sounds like it could be exciting. Yeah, habanero, sweet, fruity, tropical, and smoky. That's what I liked. We're at 100,000. We're at habanero now to 350,000. Devil's tongue is also sweet, fruity, but citrusy. That sounds interesting. Got the habanero and Peruvian white habanero. We got goat pepper, peach habanero, holly pepper, and getting spicier and spicier. Chocolate habanero. Super hot. It starts at 425. That also sounds fantastic. They look great as well, don't they? 7-pot bubblegum? Oh no. Another one says that ghost papers, like you're gonna die from a single taste. That sounds too much to me, yeah. Die from a single taste? Chocolate habanero, though. That might be sweet, fruity, earthy, and smoky. Here's the ghost paper. Here we're at 8,055. It's almost double from chocolate habanero. Moved over to super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Yeah, I don't know about this. I mean, I suppose I'm gonna try it out someday. But, I don't know. Death Spiral. What a name. I like the chocolate ones. They look fancy. Komodo Dragon. Great name for it, eh? And here's Pepper X. And Pepper Spray. Nice. And just pure capsaicin. So yeah, Pepper X is the hottest one. But like you're going to die from a single taste? That sounds awful. Volcano Tab says, this one I had played before. Oh wait, Colgatino Tab says I don't usually play action RPG, so I have a quite poor understanding of its genre. I think I've played one action RPG before. This one. Right, there are different ways of doing action RPGs. Well, looks like it could be fun, I suppose. Specifically Path of Exile, though. This is not what Path of Exile looks like. If you're interested in... Wait, do we have like a skill tree? Like, if you're interested in Path of Exile, the interesting stuff starts showing up when you... Wait, can we zoom out? More than this? No. The interesting stuff is if you like building a character. When you figure out if you like building a character and just learning about the game, the skill tree, playing around with this is the fun part of Path of Exile, in my opinion. Another one says, is it super hot? I mean, I've had a lot of ghost pepper stuff and I'm fine. That's the thing, though, as well, right? That I'm assuming that when you do the super hot stuff, is how much of it do you put in your sauce or whatever, right? If you're not... There is quality and quantity, right? You can make a sauce, because I'm assuming that I had the habanero, right? I have sauce with habanero pepper in it. They might not, like, it's not even on the full... There's a big difference between just taking a bite out of a habanero pepper and putting it in a sauce with vinegar and all these other things, and how much you put in it and put that on your food. I think there's a big fucking difference, right? Maybe. Fulgitino Sap says, I think the new player experience was better in Eternium. It does throw way less stuff at new players. Yeah. I would recommend Colgitino Tap. I would recommend any beginner in Path of Exile find a build guide, a beginner build guide, and just follow that. Because, yeah, the new player experience is not... That's not really the goal of Path of Exile. Another says I can suggest a few of the ghost pepper foods I've tried. Someone who's tried the one chip challenge, I can tell you it's not that bad. Nice. We can just buy this. I wouldn't do this though. I don't like chicken. Also, I don't eat chicken, but I would probably just look for a sauce, right? Rather than buy finished noodles like this. Definitely not eat that. But this one? Oh yeah, this is the... That's the chip. Colgate on Tab says, what would you recommend? My internet lagged after you said that. Oh, that's all great, isn't it, Colgate and on Tap? The internet just stops exactly when you need to hear something. I would recommend finding a build guide, a beginner guide, right? PoE starter build guide. Oh shit, no, that's not it. Starter builds. There's got to be a list here. League starter builds for Path of Exile. Right. Maybe not that. Beginner. Alright, we have a list right here. We have the toxic... we have a... Like, you can just check here, right? We've got a Toxic Rain Pathfinder build for Crucible League starter. Check out Toxic Rain and see, like, does Toxic Rain look like a fun skill to use? If not, then move on. Then we have Crucible Explosive Arrow. Does Explosive Arrow seem like a fun thing to do? Yes or no? Then no, okay. So what do we have? Righteous Fire. Does Righteous Fire look fun to build? Read up a little bit, right? Read the summary and whatnot. Then we have the Crucible build. Dot Elementalist. Oh, that sounds like fun. Alright, now I found something that I was interested in, so let's just open the build guide. Then you get Hold Dot Elementalist League Starter Build Guide. Alright, you will learn about this, and then... Oh, this is a build summary. I don't... Ah, here we go. And then it tells you when you run into bandits, right? Get some JavaScript going on here. It tells you how to play the thing, how to level. You get a to-do list between level 1 to 12. Right? Progress through every zone on the map while you're at level 1 to 12. The hotkey is U. Like, it tells you exactly what to do while you're playing through the entire thing. So it does give you a guide with all the stuff we do and that you need to do, and you just follow this guide through, because that's a great way to learn the game. And it shows you exactly what talents to take in your skill tree. This is what it looks while you're leveling to 1 through 65. This is what it looks 66 to 80, and this is if you get to the end game. I never get to the end game. I only get to level... Actually, I get to 85, 90 maybe, is before I get bored. Then it just guides you through the entire game, and it tells you what gear to get and whatnot, so... I did that a couple of times following guides before I started making my own builds. Neodron says that not all ghost pepper foods are legit, as they're not that hot, yeah. These are legit, though. Indeed. Colgate Tab says, yeah, I looked up some beginner guides. Yeah, and don't make your own build at the beginning, because you wouldn't know, right? Neodron says also the idea that these noodles have strong chicken flavor is questionable. I'm assuming it has chicken in it though, Noderunner. And me as a vegetarian... I, yeah, I just wouldn't. Well, Eternal Tap says this was really nice since I had nowhere to go. Quick reference for leveling guide for Path of Exile. Welcome to a quick... Oh, right, it just... Right, yeah. This one is just playing the game, getting through the acts. Usually the beginner guides follows you through that as well, I suppose. Yeah, it seems useful. Usually, though, you can just press the U button as they exemplified, right? And just move forward all the time. But this is definitely helpful. I mean, a lot of people do racing, right? They try to level as quick as possible. I've played it so many times now that I just know where to go all the time because I've played it so many times. I'm looking forward to Path of Exile 2, though. Since I already know, I don't think I need a leveling guide. It's going to be more exploring the new maps and everything. Yeah, find one of these guides. Good way to play Path of Exile. And you want a starter build. I would recommend. It doesn't have to be those that I found or whatever. Right. What about chocolate habanero? It's stronger than normal habanero and it looks like chocolate. Yeah, look at it. It looks fantastic. Sure, you know what chocolate is, and if you're a bit of a hot pepper fan, you have an idea what habanero is. But what is chocolate habanero? It's a line of... It's not a line of spicy candies, that's for sure. No, this is a cultivar habanero. Peppers like the red Savino habanero that packs a serious punch. In fact, it's even spicier than red Savino, with unique earthy and smoky undertones that complement their typically habanero sweetness. Oh, table of contents. They did not have any recommendation of growing them, so maybe they are more difficult to grow. But they said that, yeah. If you have a green thumb, I don't, but maybe. Habanero planting guide. Devil flavor. So many things. Another one says, contains permitted flavoring substances. Chicken flavor powder, roasted meat flavor, contains soybean. Why are the ingredients yelling at you, right? Why are you yelling at me? Chicken flavor powder. I don't even know. Does that contain chicken? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Who the fuck knows? Volgitino Tab says, this is the build I went for in the leveling part. I linked that other guide. Oh, right. This one. Winter Orb. I think I played Winter Orb before. Seems like a fun spell. Notoriously one of the best mapping skills in the game. Because it double dips from casting speed. Oh, it's casting speed as well? Oh, that sounds like a fun build to do. Oh. Right, and they told you... That's a pretty good setup, actually. I like that Colgate Tap, that you separate the leveling guide to the build guide, because having all the leveling guide, if you don't need it in the build guide, is just gonna be annoying, isn't it? Yeah, here you go. You said you tried. Did you keep going, Colgate on tap, or how far did you get? What level did you reach? Or are you still playing it? Arrow planting guide, A to Zing. Habanero pepper has built up quite a spicy reputation in the kitchen. As for those with a green thumb, growing habanero is a perfect way to keep a continuous flow of those extra hot chilies coming for weeks and weeks. So ready to get planting? Our habanero planting guide provides you with what you need to succeed. Fast facts, Scoville light requirements. At least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. That's way less, isn't it? Soil requirements, well drained before habanero planting, and a pH between 6.2 and 7.0. Wow, that they didn't bring that up in the jalapeno stuff. They didn't bring up pH value. Right, it's best to mulch the soil as this keeps the plants warm and reduces water consumption. I don't even know what that means, mulching soil. Space requirements, 18 inches apart. Water should be watered deeply, but waterings do not have to be frequent, and the frequency should be decreased slightly once peppers show up. Maturation. Habanero plants would usually be ready for harvesting within 2 to 3 months of planting. Peppers can be picked green or allowed to stay on the tree until they ripen orange or bright red. Fully matured habanero plants can grow as high as 7 feet, usually stay in the 4 to 5 feet range. Oh, that's a pretty big fucking plant. That's a big fucking plant. That's a little bit of a problem, isn't it? It can grow as high as 7 feet, yeah. But usually 4 to 5. I mean, 4 to 5 may work. Poketino Tap says I killed the 3 bandits in Act 2. Oh, so not very far. Just played through the beginning. Ah. Game doesn't really start until the end of Act 10, doesn't it? I know. 0.5 inches long, container friendly. Habanero plants are very... Oh, wow. Habaneros are pretty big then. Very container friendly. It's possible to grow them in 2-gallon containers, but 5-gallon or larger is ideal. Experts recommend starting habanero seedlings outdoors at least 6 weeks after the last frost. These peppers do best in temperatures higher than 65, with ideal temperatures being closer to 80 degrees. That's pretty fucking hot, isn't it? However, they can be successfully cultivated in most climates. Nice. Note that habanero plants may not be as productive in areas with cooler summers. In these areas, it may be best to plant the seedlings in a location where they will have sunlight reflected onto them by a wall or a fence. Right. Feeding and watering. Avoid watering the habanero plants more than twice a week. Oh, so you don't water them very often. Provide them with 1 inch of water over that time. As the peppers start to form, reduce watering. So habanero seems more difficult. I would definitely not go for this myself. Maybe. Maybe. Seems like they are a little bit more difficult. Right, what about these? Doesn't say anything about growing them. May cause habaneros to drop flowers when temperature... Alright, not too hot. Yeah. Avoid overwatering. Eesh. Fungal diseases. Look pretty neat, pretty tiny though. So many peppers. I don't even know. Oh man, nerded out just looking around here. Didn't super help me, but it's fine. We did get a quest, right? Companion quest. Yep, easier to ask forgiveness. Yes, my dear reader, I won't leave you out in the cold. It was me. I embezzled the state funds. Please don't judge me. Asshole, alright. Muddy roads of gnarled marshes. Oh, they don't tell us where to go, though? Go out and do the gnarled marshes? Do it, I suppose. Oh, the frost scythe we can equip on you, right? Yeah, 2 to 8. But the upgrade 5 to 16, that's what we like to see. Alright, so that's 4 to 18, this 5 to 16. Yeah, I think that's fine. But this helmet needs to go back to someone else. We remove that. Strength, dexterity, and constitution, you don't get to carry that. Heart of Valor is fine. We'll have that. We need this helmet. This. And you get this. Who gets strength and constitution? You already have +4 strength and constitution. Alright, so you get this belt. You have natural armor, you do. Still want to keep the mighty fists, right? +1 enhancement bonus. Oh, wait. Enhancement bonus. Oh, no, it actually does help. Yeah, so we're going to keep those. You get this one. Oh, you don't have an armor at all. That mean you're gonna be wearing this medium armor? You do. Can you wear heavy armor? Actually, let's check this out. Character. That here? You don't have any armor. Focus, right? Oh, there we go. Barbarian is proficient with all simple and martial weapons, light, medium, and shields. Alright, so medium armor is what we're going for. Let's double check and see if we have some better medium armor. Saves against fear effects. I don't think we do, but double check. Nodron says, where did the literary trope of my dear reader come from? Not a literary trope? I mean, you're addressing someone. You're addressing the reader. I feel like as long as letters have existed, you address your reader, right? Then, as you keep on... As you start writing more books and stuff that many people read, you can address an abstract reader, right? No, I'm talking about those specific words. There's a book called it. Add the word trope. I have no idea. I didn't even know that was a thing, and is it a thing? Like I was saying, it feels natural, right? That Doyle? Does it have to come from somewhere? Elementary, my dear reader. Oh, you mean the Sherlock Holmes? I felt like Doyle is more elementary, Watson. Wasn't it Watson? I haven't read those books. I actually haven't read any Doyle. Well, Gitino Tab says I have not played Eternium in ages, so I don't know how it is nowadays, but I've found the ability leveling system rather annoying. Leveling an ability did not only cost in-game currency, but also had a timer which you had to wait out, and you had a limited amount of spots you could use for leveling skills. Max level was 10. To get from level 9 to 10 took 3 days for the ability to level. That sounds super annoying, yeah. Total getting one ability from level 1 to 10 took like a week. Could spend gems to speed it up. They were scarce. Oh, it feels like maybe trying to get you to spend money, eh? Arona says, yeah, I thought so too. Maybe it was originally Watson, but evolved into my dear reader. I feel like these don't actually talk about my dear reader, though. Like the phrase itself. My dear reader. Oh, actually. Phrase. What about that? Find some dictionary here. Difficult to find stuff about. I mean, elementary does show up. Sherlock here when we just search for the phrase on Pinterest, whatever. I don't even know. Hello, Melol. Nice to see you again. How are you doing today? Still not fired? Good job. Close. Were you worried that you were gonna get fired? Do you enjoy the work, Melanol, or like how is it? How is the work? You're getting money, I suppose. Nodor says it's a literary mystery for some YouTuber to create an hour-long monologue about. Ah, well, monologue. I call them essays at that point, Nodrunner. Right. I'm still not convinced of the premise of your question, though. As a literary trope, I still feel like that it just is what happens, right? When you write a letter to a dear one, you write it like that. My dear Node Runner or whatever, and then when you start writing more abstract for more people, when you get the printing press and whatever, it just translates to, well, how do I address someone if I don't know their name? We can just address them dear reader. I feel like, didn't they? I was thinking Frankenstein did that as well. My dear reader. No. I was wrong. You will rejoice to hear that no disaster. Alright. I guess I was wrong. Well, says, yes, the studying is hard. Oh, no work yet. 2 more weeks? Nice, a lot of studying. Getting paid to study? That's pretty fantastic, isn't it? Colgatino Tab says... we're not that scarce. With a 5 character slots, you could get 300 gems from the daily quests, but daily quests were... again, a time-gated resource, and you could still rather spend them. It sounds like a lot of gacha stuff, Colgatino Tap, yeah. It sounds like a lot of gacha stuff. I mean, there are some paywalls in Path of Exile, but there is no gacha stuff, not really. Maybe a little bit? No, not really. Noron says, this is a good start, keep going and you'll have your YouTube script written in no time. Oh, what's the best source, Noderunner? I made it up. That's the best source, always. I made it up? Perfect. Noderunner says, I found that when asking ChatGPT to write in the style of James Joyce, it often uses that term my dear reader trope. Sometimes multiple times in the same paragraph. Literary trope. Right, literary terms. Trope. What is a trope? The word trope can refer to any figure of speech, theme, image, character, or plot element that is used many times. Oh, it's a figure of speech. Trope is a big fucking word. Any kind of literary device or any specific example can be a trope. Most often the word is used to refer to the tropes that are widespread, such as irony, metaphor, juxtaposition, or a hyperbole, or themes such as the noble savage or the reluctant hero. It must be used multiple times to be a trope, but it is also possible to talk about something that is a trope only in a novel. Right, examples of a trope, reader. I mean, it's like we did notice about breaking the fourth wall, right? If we're talking about literary tropes, you could make a connection to fourth wall breaking and do oh wow, that didn't even show up. Like if you wanted to do your thing there. Right? Because that's kind of where we end up with a... when we're talking about literature, we end up in a fourth wall break, because it is, if you're... wait, no, that's considered a style, right? If you... well, it depends, right? I would say that if an entire book is written in that style, where the book is addressing the reader throughout the book, then it's deeper than a trope. Then it's a writing style rather than a trope. That's why I was thinking about Frankenstein, because all of Frankenstein are written as letters, right? They're just a collection of letters that have been written. That's why I was thinking about My Dear Reader. Because it is addressing not the reader, but it's addressing someone. I think... Yeah, it's a letter to his sister, I think. I don't even remember. Fulgitino Tap says, I like how it was a lighter game, though. I had a weaker computer and I never had issues with it. Whereas with Path of Exile, it quite often freezes my computer even with the lowest possible settings, and I have to restart. Oh, wow. That is surprising to me, Fulgitino Tap, because Path of Exile is an old game, way older game, and I thought stability was one of their strong suits, but huh. Yeah, that is surprising to me. I wonder if the My Dear Reader thing is... I still haven't read James Joyce. Was there a bunch of My Dear Reader in there? I don't even know. Don't need that. This. Rune Mage Blade, when you have a touch spell charged, weapons enhancement bonus is 2 times better than its actual bonus. Charged? Weird. Not that I can tell, says Node Runner. Joyce often experiments with different styles. Could be it. And what's it called? Midst. It started just out of nowhere, rarely. I'm following Critical Role, right? I watch a bunch of Critical Role and just follow that, and I usually go through their YouTube channel. And they started posting like a podcast or a bunch of storytelling. Yeah, it's a story. They started podcast style story that was called Myths. I highly recommend it. It was 3 different narrators, and they do address you. I don't know if they ever say dear listener, but they are telling you a story, and so far I've been really enjoying it. Really got caught up in it. I'm looking forward to the next episode. Sure. Oh, Eternium was 2012. Oh, I missaw that completely. It seems 2013. On Steam it was released, it said 2020 something. Or I just saw 2022, but it says 2012, maybe. Who knows? Millamol says, I'm getting better at understanding how our mail service works. Nice. Finding bugs. We'll try to become our mail developer eventually. Nice. Good. It's a good thing to have a goal, Melanol, indeed. Node Runner is off to bed. Have a good one. Yeah. Sleep well. Have a good one, Node Runner. Thanks for hanging out. Fulgitino Tab says, you saw it right. It was not on Steam back when I played it. Ah, there we go. There we go. Drop this off. Talon of the Wise. Drop that off. Right, this I'm interested in. What is this? The Heart of Ira. The wearer of the necklace becomes immune to fatigue and exhaustion and can activate the necklace to surround himself with an aura of nothingness. While the aura is activated, creatures adjacent to the wearer take 2d6 damage per round and must succeed on a DC 17 reflex saving throw to avoid becoming fatigued. Wow, that is a fantastic necklace. That's gotta be you, right? We lose the +2 natural armor. That kinda sucks. No, it's fine. We don't need the natural armor anyways. Become immune to fatigue and exhaustion, which... I mean, we could turn Octavia into a rogue, I suppose. Something we could have done. Octavia is the one that gets exhausted all the time, and it's super annoying. But I feel like it's better to use a tank, right? When the aura is activated, creatures adjacent to the wearer take 2d6 damage per round. Just fucking sweet! And they become fatigued if they fail on a 17 reflex. Fan-frickin-tastic. You have Necklace of Double Crosses. I don't even know. Probably fine. Probably fine.
Let us be careful.
We had all the conversation with Jubilost? I think so, yeah. Oh.
I'll go ahead.
I'll go ahead. I wish it gave better info here. Instead of just sticking at 0. We don't know how much we're carrying. Just know that it's somewhere less than 300 pounds. We don't actually get... Alright, let's leave, and... I think this is the team. Might not need Lindsay, but Lindsay is part of the quest now, so... And it is fun to have a CC character to bring along. Why do you have... New event? What do you mean? What do you mean, new event? Lying to me. Isn't it? Oh, unlock any secondary stat. This it? Baneful Bog? I think I want to go here. We can take this step and go around as well. You can even go this way. I do want to go to the Verdant Chamber, so we're gonna take this route. Fight! Bandit Bard, eh?
Repent.
Fascinate! KVA just attacks. Kristen can do a... Prayer!
Attack!
Hopefully they will follow me here. Oh, the Stunning Fist was successful, it seems. Alright, and we can start inspiring courage now. Oh, we did get Fascinate on both of those, eh? Fantastic. Bandit Bard got stunned. We just keep stunning? Maybe, maybe not, I don't even know. That's some dancing anime thing. Pretty tiny. I think this is fine. Oh, let's stop singing immediately. You know what? You don't need to sing. You can actually just...
A solid plan.
Oh, wow. Wow. They got super fucked. I wasn't even close. Was not even close. I think you can find loot sometimes in those areas, but whatever, huh? Melon also sounded like a woman and that was starting to give birth. Wait, what sounded like a woman starting to give birth? The water broke? Something in the game, or...?
I need to catch my breath.
I feel tired.
You're gonna get to rest any second now. Right now, we're gonna do resting. That's on everything, eh? Very nice. Yeah, I didn't hear it, Melanol, unfortunately. Yeah. Round bald head, a patch of barren rocky soil in the middle of the woods with barely a blade of grass growing through the mud. Local hunters frequently spot wolf tracks here. Never been in this... Right. So we're gonna fight wolves, is that it? Got a simple dire wolf here, but since they haven't attacked us, we're gonna do this.
You can count on me.
Gonna do... Still need to check over the spells again.
We should move.
What did you have? Right, we have way too many things here. Remove the freedom of movement thing, we're never using that. Bane is fine, Bless is fine. That Aura is fine, Bull's Strength is fine. Channel Positive Energy. Destructive Smites. Damage Undead, we don't have to have that there. The Chaos Blade, that's interesting. We also have the Good Hope. This Destructive Aura. 8th level you can emit. Got so many things going on. We also have the Heart of Ira. It seems like we can just do that whenever we want, pretty much. All allies within a 30-foot burst. +2 morale bonus on saving throws, attack rolls, skill checks, weapons. Oh, this is just a better bless, isn't it? Oh, but this one is saving throws, ability checks, skill checks, weapon damage rolls. Wow, Good Hope is just a way better bless. Oh, we can even aim it. All allies. We also have the Crushing Despair. Centered on the caster. Alright, so don't do that yet. We don't want to do the Heart of Ira. What about the Destructive Aura here? Number of rounds per day to your level, and the class gave you the first access. All attacks made against targets in this aura, including you, gain a morale bonus. All attacks made against targets in this aura, including you, gain a morale bonus equal to half your level. That seems dangerous. What about the Chaos round? It's just one round. Wait. Right. What if we try and give Amiri this here? What happens? Chaos Blade. You got the Good Hope, you got the Power Attack, you got the Guarded Stance, a Hearty Meal, but it doesn't say anything about your... It doesn't say anything about... I need to know. Chaos Blade. Kingmaker, what do you say about Chaos Blade here? Yeah, Chaos Blade, what the fuck? How does it work? The buff isn't present on the weapon tooltip unlike Blessed Weapon. I suppose it does bonus damage against lawful, but once a day with short duration... Alright, Chaos Blade gives the weapon the anarchic quality, which means it deals an extra 2d6 damage to lawful creatures. Counts as chaos for the purpose of bypassing DR. It seems like Chaos Blade is just pointless, though. Right. Just move in.
Who will prevail? Does it?
This is just 2 dire wolves, right? Oh, here we go. Mary, you go for that. You actually get to go... No, what the fuck? Here we go.
Aim carefully.
Bunch of them. At Lindsay, you get to do Fascinate. Octavia gets to just attack, that's probably fine. Kristen can move up and do... Yeah, do a prayer. Yeah. Lindsay can go over here. Fascinate everyone.
Serves you right.
Fascinate, fascinate, fascinate. This direwolf was on, so we attacked this one. And this one is on, so we attack that one as well. That's fine. Fuck you, Octavia. Well, it's fine. When the fuck did you change targets like that?
Generous to them, for I am not.
Holy shit, Fascinate is such a great ability against some of these fights. So fucking OP. Alright, what do we have here? This poor lad was smashed against a stone with tremendous force. Whatever killed him was much larger and stronger than a wolf. Save the game. Maybe we're on low level stuff though. We got some XP here. What about this dude? Lad couldn't have been more than past 16. Horror. Oh, what do we have here? He actually had a couple of tridents. Some cider, some fine hide. Right. Start running around exploring.
The path is clear.
Wait, this is it? Got the blood-stained letter, eh? Alright, let's check out this blood-stained letter. Roble, you made it through selection. By this letter, I appoint you headman of the Alazar Wolves. Congratulations. We've just received new orders. Herdsmen from the local village held a whip round for money and hired us to kill the Cyclops that's been ravaging their herds for the last several years. It's not much money, but it's a good and proper deed. Our key advantage lies in our number, so we should engage the Cyclops in open ground. We can't let him hole up in his lair. Your objective is simple. Gather the rest of the recruits near the cave in the Gnarl Marshes, draw out the Cyclops, and lead him to the meadow where our main forces will neutralize and, surround and neutralize him. I'm counting on you. Well, that's not what happened, did it? They just took a proper beating.
Let's head out.
There's a Cyclops somewhere. That was it? Just a couple of piece of cake wolves. Oh. Almost missed some gold powder. Wow. That can take us to the Tranquil River Bend, but that's not where we're going. Not going to the Pike Stretch either. Let's check the Swamp Ruins. I do want to enter this location. When in doubt, save. Oh, ruins, eh? Right. Oh, I could have done my
Duty calls.
Bark Skin.
Here!
Another mage armor.
The road awaits.
More bark skin. I think that's all we do, right? That's how we start.
The path is clear.
Looks like poison, doesn't it?
Let us bide our time.
Ferocious Devourer. Level 14 Undead. Level 5 Barbarian. True Seeing. Power Attack. We failed a bunch of lore checks. Yeah, we failed all of them. Oof.
What's the holdup?
I shall not fail.
Right, we're gonna call it out, but we're gonna do some buffs here first.
Adventures call to them.
It's just one round, yeah. Well, Gittin Tab says, also one interesting thing I noticed was when I was looking at Path of Exile builds, was that even high-end builds, they seem to be concerned with health. When I played in Ethereum in high-end gameplay, everything one-shots you anyway, so health loses its purpose. There are things in Path of Exile that can one-shot you, but I mean, it kind of depends. Many of the builds try to be well-rounded and good for mapping. And you can't really avoid being hit sometimes in Path of Exile. So if you want a well-rounded thing, you do get hit by a bunch of stuff, and you do want some kind of defense around that. But if you keep on pushing further and further and further, you're gonna end up being super one-shot in Path of Exile as well. But what people usually do, the people who push really far, is that they make one well-rounded build, and they do mapping, right? They start playing maps and whatnot. I don't know if you've seen me mapping before, but right, they go around and they just clear out the maps, kill everything as fast as possible without dying. And then they use that to get a bunch of economy to make another character to do that high-end gameplay, right? And there are different branches you can take at the end game, right? You can focus on bossing, and if you focus on bossing, the boss might one-shot you anyways. Like, you can make a build that just deals as much damage as possible and just get good at playing against the boss, or you can try and build a super tanky one, but then it's gonna take a lot of... I was looking at boss killer builds. Oh, you were. There you go. I suppose they are all concerned with some health, because there is AoE and stuff that cannot be dodged. More tanky, less tanky builds. Those. Right, Feather Step. For the duration of this spell, the subject ignores adverse movement effect and difficult terrain. Yeah, that doesn't help really.
Right here, my friend.
You can do... Do we do 2 Arcan's Aura?
Patience.
You're gonna do Arcan's Aura. You can do a Bless. Mary doesn't do anything. Except switching weapons.
We should prepare.
You don't buff anyone either. You can start inspiring courage before we run in, but that's pretty much it.
I wrote it like I saw it. I won't let you down.
You cast Grace on yourself.
The end draws near.
Arim can do Strength. Here.
Something bothering you?
Oh. Here you go. Have some Wisdom. Got Bane. Do an Arcan's Aura. Whatever. It's fine.
Well,
Share your troubles.
What troubles you?
Have those buffs already, so...
We should move.
Now you can do the Inspirations thing.
Our duty calls.
And you can run in.
Face me if you dare.
-1 level. Oh. Right.
A solid plan.
I think we want to curse this thing, probably. Wow. 37 strength? That's a lot of strength. What kind of curse would help against that, I wonder? I mean, we can lower it with 6, but that doesn't help a lot. Let's see, what is this? Attack of opportunity, right. 29. 4 plus 25. Oof. You know what? I'm thinking that we do intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. Yeah. And the Miri needs to start raging.
Forwards.
You do. You know what? You get to do a Blessing of the Faithful on Amiri. That's fine. That's a Fortitude. This is a Cacophonous Call. No, let's do slow first. And you, as usual, only attacks. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do Bewildering Injury on you. Fulgitino Tab says, in Eternium, ranged characters were best in the early game when they one-shot everything. However, after that, melee characters excelled for a long time, as it can use to work through enemies. But in very late game, when melee characters' defenses can't keep up with the damage anymore, a ranged character took over again. Yeah, I wouldn't say it doesn't super work like that in Path of Exile. Like I said, there are many different ways to play the endgame there, depending on how you do things, I suppose. You know what? No, you need to do level 3 healing here. Ferocious Devourer. Since he casts slow. Sweet, slow, successful. Do a Cacophonous Call. Oh, actually, you haven't started singing yet. What is that, Dirge of Doom? Yes. Alright, we are singing that. Let's then do action. I think we need to move a little bit slower. Cacophonous Call. What happened with the Dirge of Doom here? Another skill. Mary, you don't need this since we're only fighting one character. You do have your fancy weapon, that's good. We do the Curse of... Fuck, I was hoping Curse of Idiocy sooner, but... Right, it seems like the Dirge of Doom doesn't do anything. So we don't need that anymore. And it feels like it's saved against the Cacophonous Call, right? It's immune to Cacophonous Call, of course it is. You know what, let's do a haste. Fulgitino says, I liked in Eternium how it had rather innovative controls. You could use mouse and keyboard, but it was also possible to play with only mouse, as you could activate different abilities by drawing different glyphs. Ah, sounds a little bit like a phone game. Quite surprising it's still in early access. You mean it's abandoned? It never left early access, like so many other games. Did I try and stun? Permanent rage, eh? Alright, you're doing your thing, you're doing your thing. Tristan here can do a prayer, right? We haven't done the prayer yet. Do Holy Lands, and you can do a prayer. For whatever reason, the curse didn't hit. You have prayer, right? Yep. A prayer. How is that fortitude save? $46 damage. Nice. Fortitude saving roll. DC 19, the modifier, oh wow. Stunning Fist, we have 2% chance to succeed, or 1 and 2, so 10% chance to succeed. Colgitano Tap says he got his last update 2 days ago. Maybe that counts as abandoned? I don't know, semantic stuff. Weird. No, if it got its update 2 days ago, then it's definitely not abandoned, right? Someone is working on it. Still in early access, though, is weird, yeah. Right, so you have done the haste thing. We've done... I mean, there's no way we get blindness on a fortitude save. What about Hideous Laughter? Try Hideous Laughter. I don't think that's gonna do anything. I don't think Hypnotism's gonna do anything either. We're just... attacking. Tristan here can do what? Bane. We haven't done Bane yet, right? No Bane. Miss. Bane. That didn't work. Maybe I should put Arkansas on myself, on Tristan. You know what? Touch of Chaos here, I think, is a good idea. All those negative levels, I hate it. I hate it. Right, we got it at least. Rune-covered ancient leather scrap. We have... ooh. Belt of giant strength. Sweet. We got a fancy amulet. Natural armor +3. Ring of protection 2. Cloak of resistance 2. Right. Looks sweet. Alright, you get this belt, right? We have a +4 strength. Yes. There you go. Strength, Dex, Constitution. I think that goes to Octavia, actually. Because you have +4 Strength and Constitution. You're gonna have that. The only one who really uses the Dexterity You're right. Oh, we already have. I don't even know who gets to wear that. Right, you get this. We have a Ring of Protection 2. What do you have? Ring of Protection 2, you already have. And so do you. That means Amiri gets an upgrade. You already have a Ring of Protection 1, so do you, and so do you. Block of Resistance plus 2. Do you have that? Do. Go Winter Wolf, extra 1d6 cold damage, and trips to target. Oh yeah, gonna keep that. You have do enhancement bonus to natural armor for resistance bonus. Fine. Here we go. Right. I think you get the Cloak of the Winter Veil. There we go. Probably fine. A quick save here. That was it? Seems like that was it, yeah. I mean, it looks like there's something back there, but probably not. Yep. Means we can lose all those negative levels in 23 fucking hours? Are you kidding me?
Let us bide our time.
Is that it? 23 hours, 23 hours, 23 hours, yeah. Oof. Negative 3 levels, that's fine. So nothing too exciting now. Try and avoid. You failed to sneak. Of course I failed to sneak.
I shall end this suffering.
Ferocious zombie lord, eh? No touch of chaos now. Wonder if Fascinate even works here.
Your life ebbs low.
Right, yeah, let's go into AoE. And sure, why not Rage?
I'm writing you out of our story.
Seems like no one got fascinated here. No one got fascinated, so let's do some Dirge of Doom. You can start doing some Inspire Courage. You're doing your thing. Harim can... We can do... Damage Undead. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Damage Undead. You just do your thing. Tristan can heal undead, I suppose. Or damage undead as well. No, let's wait. What's your cooldown? We can wait a couple more seconds. Lindsay. Change stinging, that's fine. And you just attack. It's all very fine, isn't it?
Bring it!
Okay, maybe you should do a heal here, just in case. Why the fuck did they attack Tristan? What the fuck? Oh, there's more of them coming. Alright, let's do heal everybody. Arim is fine there, but you need to move.
This is for you.
Oh, don't run away, Octavia. No. Alright, so you can do a... this spell... your timer. Alright, let's do a teleport. Why are you not teleporting? There we go.
Aim carefully.
Alright, got that one. Good. Heal everybody. Then with you, heal everybody. Right. Piece of cake, eh? What do we have? Just a Masterwork Scimitar? Sure. I don't even know why I picked those up, but I do it anyways. They all just had trash loot. I guess we got some XP. How's XP looking? Still some ways to go. Feel like the lingering... the lingering performance was kind of a waste, and I took it on both of them, didn't I? Alright, yeah, we're going to the Gnarled Marshes, so let's keep going this way. Arcane +5? Outside of your territories. Right. We can't grab that yet. Sunny Hillock. Rocky Hammock. Sunny Days. Wait, can we go past that? No.
I need to catch my breath.
You're gonna catch your breath later.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Avoid! No avoidance here, eh? Uh-oh. Hmm. Wait, do you still have your blessed thing? No, but we have Crushing Despair. Something tells me that, yeah, we're surrounded though.
What a waste.
May we have a moment of respite?
No moments of respite for you.
Attack!
Stay here, it's
Solid
fine.
plan.
Wait, is this everything? Not. Do some single target stuff.
My skills exceed yours.
Oh, that was it?
I need to catch my breath.
You indeed need to catch your breath. Give me a second. I think we're gonna do this. Oh, that's good enough. Close enough for rock and roll.
Different.
I'll go ahead.
Leave!
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Yes, we are gonna rest in just a moment.
I feel tired.
Alright, so we're gonna do camp.
Actually, that hodag wasn't so tough. It was fat like a beached whale. But compared to giants, it was just a pile of crap.
Need more water.
Love to see a real giant. But fight one? I think I'll pass.
Oh, sweet. Get rid of all the negative levels. The game is saving. Game has auto-saved. Perfect. Well, that is lunchtime. So, thanks for hanging out. And have a good one. Yeah. Cheers.